I haven't been excited for a sneaker in a really long time. And what's more surprising, it's not a Nike sneaker. So let's get into it. So what is up, gang? Thanks once again for tuning into the channel. So this is KIXPLORE, where we talk everything about sneakers, lifestyle, travel, and a little bit of everything in between. And today we're finally gonna do a sneaker review. Sorry, I haven't done it in ages, but I'm trying to cut down on my sneakers because, you know, inflation. But yeah, so the sneakers that we're gonna be talking about today is these babies right here. These, if you don't know from the title of the video, these are the Adidas Climacool. It's a 3D printed sneaker, as you can see. Let me give you guys a little bit of a 360 of this. Bam! So that's what it kind of looks like. That's the back, very plain and very simple. Okay, so that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like from the top, and at the bottom, man, that's what it really. Anyways, let's get into the details of the sneaker. So from the recording of this video, this actual release of a sneaker came out last year, probably 6 months ago, around September 28th, 2024, if I'm not mistaken. That's when it kind of first released, around that time. And yeah, so I know there was very limited numbers, so only very few people were able to get it, or not even get it. They were like, only very few people were sent this, like they were seeded this sneaker. So very fortunate of them, I'm very happy for them. But I jumped at the chance that I saw these online. I didn't even know they were releasing, and I think it's not that much of a hype sneaker, which I'm really happy for. But I feel like people soon will jump on this straight away. It's a really cool sneaker. This is like the future, guys, in terms of sneakers, right? Adidas and all these other brands have been doing 3D printed sneakers for a while. This is very similar to the Adidas 4Ds, which is basically a Flyknit upper, 3D printed outsole or insole, sole, whatever it is. All right, so I've tried those on, and those are very expensive, right? So those are like, I don't know, close to $400. And for the amount of money for you and that technology, I expected them to be a lot better. But I was devastated that it felt so stiff, that sneaker. Like I hated it because I thought that was the future, the 4Ds. But when I tried it on, it was really uncomfortable, and it was nothing like the Ultra Boost. Now we got these babies, which are very similar. So instead of just having the sole that is 3D printed, you got the whole thing, baby. These are the potato wafer chips design, I like to call, because look at it, man. Like seriously, when you look really close to it and the way that it feels, do some ASMR. I wouldn't say it's like a soft, it's like rigid enough so that it won't break. Right now in hand, they feel pretty like solid. So things that you want to know about this sneaker is that it does not have an insole. So if you look in there, it's got its own kind of incorporated insole design on the inside. So if you're one of those people that need like custom insoles, I definitely recommend you probably sizing up because it's really hard to, it is a very snug sneaker. So in terms of the sizing, I would definitely highly recommend anyone, not just people with that require insoles and all that, custom insoles. I would definitely at least half a size up. very, very snug. And one of the things about it is you can see that opening of the throat, or the, you know, where you put your foot into the actual sneaker, very narrow. Not gonna lie. You know, if you don't have a shoehorn or anything like that, you better sit down and try to put this on, because it's a pretty difficult sneaker to actually put on, and it has reasons why for doing that. I believe that it's because there's no shoelaces or anything like that, it needs to be able to stay on. So the bigger the hole of the actual opening, well, obviously the looser the shoe would feel. So more of a possibility like it'll kind of fly off. So they wanted to keep it more snug so it doesn't fly off your foot. That's why they have such a narrow opening. So in that regard, I definitely highly recommend you guys at least half a size up. I generally have a problem with Adidas sizing pretty much all the time. I've never had like a perfect size sneaker other than my Yeezys for some reason. I don't know why. It does mold to your foot. I got a size US 9.5. I'm a US 9.5 in all my sneakers behind me. And I went with this, and yeah, I can't wear thick socks with this. It's too cumbersome to actually put it through that hole. Just the hole alone is hard to get thick socks to get in. So yeah, I have to wear thin socks with this, because you do need. I do highly recommend you guys wear socks with this, even though probably the whole reason why you want this sneaker is for the ventilation. So you definitely could go like barefoot in these, but it's like plastic material. I get your barefoot skin. I don't know. It's up to you. If you want to take that chance, you can, but I'm not. So I'm always going to wear socks with this. So I definitely need like thin socks because I got true to size. But if you go up half a size, you could probably wear like thicker socks and it'll probably be a little bit more comfortable for you. And the price for these I got was around 260 Australian dollars, which I think is that's a really good price for something with this much like technology going into it, you know? Yeah, this one I think is definitely worth it because it's like a one build model, you know, there's no different parts. It's all just one part basically. So there's no different separated tongue, all the collar is integrated, the sole is integrated to the upper and all that kind of stuff. So you can see the heel. The heel is, it needs, I know all sneakers, yeah, good sneakers, good footwear in general need to have a very stable or solid heel counter. And how would you do that with a 3D print? So what it feels like, okay, I'm just going to show you. So you can still see this part. This is the heel tab area or heel counter area, and it's definitely a lot more bolstered. Because if it'll be a very flimsy sneaker if there was no heel counter included. I'm not saying it's like the most sturdiest heel counter, but you can feel there's something there. I'm sure they had a lot of engineers look into it and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, other than that, you can see the prominent 3 stripes where they concentrated a little bit more 3D printing ink on the 3 stripes on the lateral side there. You can see that it's pretty much one basic construction of where the upper meets the sole like that. So the materials used in this are basically synthetic 3D printed material. Not exactly sure what type, but definitely some form of plastic, I believe. And they also have this synthetic like cement material, which I believe that they use in the sole. You can't see through the sole, you know. So there's they packed it up with a little bit more material there, which I'm assuming is that cement that they're talking about. And that's pretty much it. It's just 2 materials, pretty much. So it's just that synthetic 3D printed material, and also a little bit of like a cement kind of composite, I believe, that they put in to make it a little bit more cushiony, if anything. I have tried it on. A lot of people have described these sneakers as a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more supportive than the Adidas Yeezy foam runners. The foam runners were like nice on foot to me. I don't know if they're soft though, but you could definitely run a whole lot better in these than in the Yeezy foam runners. But in terms of comfort, I don't know. I feel like I still need to do a little bit more walking to do comparison. But I would still say that the Yeezy foam runners are a little bit more cushiony. Well, the ones that I had anyway, compared to these. I'm not saying that these are bad, but I'm not saying that they are the best. If I can give a score in terms of comfort for these sneakers, I would probably say that I'll give them the highest I could probably go is, I reckon, is 7. I don't think that they're an 8 or a 9. I've definitely felt like a whole lot better. Like, let's say, if I could give a comparison of the Vomera 18s. I did a I did a review for that one, so if you want to check it out, please watch it on my channel. Those Vomeros, I'll probably definitely give either an 8 or 9.5, somewhere in between there. But this will never. I don't think I can give it an 8. It's a little bit too stiff for me, a little bit too stiff, and I think that they could have made it. I don't know how they could have made it more cushiony because it's a 3D printed shoe. You know, if they did like a whole 3D model, but I don't know how they could have incorporated Ultra Boost into the sole. If that makes sense, that would be a sick shoe. So as you can see on the bottom as well, there's like panels, and the panel looks, it's sort of like they concentrated with more 3D printed ink, if that makes sense, and on the back down there. So they didn't, they left other parts where they didn't probably need as much grip, because you don't need grip on the whole entire outsole, so that's they only concentrate on the parts that probably needed it the most. Outsole as well has the Adidas logo. You have the Adidas logo there, and you have the Adidas logo on the inside down there as well, if you guys could see. You can also see that there's a QR code inside. It's a 3D printed QR code. I don't know if you guys could see. So I tried scanning that on my phone. Unfortunately, nothing came up. I tried looking it up as well. Nothing really. I guess it's kind of hard to scan from your phone because it's not black and white. It's all just one color. I don't know. I still think it's a pretty cool idea. I would love to know what that actually means. I don't know if that's sort of like to help authenticate these sneakers or not. And one of the things I don't like about this sneaker is that because it's 3D printed, it does not have that new sneaker smell. Real sneakerheads know what I'm talking about. The new sneaker smell. This one smells like pretty much like floor cleaning liquid. That's that's the best way that I could describe it. It's a used floor cleaner. I can't complain much about this, man. I definitely think that this is going to be on my rotation heavy. I like innovation in terms of like sneakers and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so if I could give the pros and cons for this one. So the pros that you probably get is it's got the paramount ventilation utility in this one. It's very, very ventilated. It's pretty much the whole sneaker has a hole everywhere for air to get into your foot. It's definitely far from uncomfortable compared to being comfortable, if that makes sense. But I have felt more comfortable sneakers than this. Does it have enough comfort in it? Yes. Okay. Could you stay a whole day in these? Definitely yes. Could you run in these? Definitely yes. Okay. Futuristic. That's what I really like about it. In terms of the cons, obviously the first one is that it does not have the new sneaker smell. I know it's not a very big thing, but for me it is. For being a sneakerhead, having that really new sneaker smell, definitely very, very important. No waterproof capability at all. You are getting drenched. Your socks getting drenched if there's any water you're stepping on or falling down onto your sneakers. You are going to get wet in these. So another thing is it's very hard to put on, especially with the small throat opening there, as I discussed before. But for it to stay on and lock down onto your foot, you need to have that small opening. Other than that, it's very snug on the inside, definitely half a size up at least if you have a wide foot. Definitely more of a narrow footed sneaker design. And so it's harder to get a custom fit one on these because there is no shoelaces once again. In terms of my recommendation, yes, a def cop. If you are looking for something new, looking for something interesting, looking for a new, like, you could use this as an everyday runner, but I don't know. I feel like this would deteriorate a lot faster compared to some of your leather sneakers and all that kind of stuff. So definitely try to keep this on try to be a little bit more, treat it more delicately, if that makes sense. I probably do a lot of traveling in these because they do squash down like that and everything, and very easy to clean. That's a very good pro for this one. Very easy to clean. I'm scared that if I put them in the washing machine, they might just dissolve because they're just 3D printed sneakers. Oh man. Anyway guys, so that's my kind of review on these. Basically I haven't really worn them out that much. I do want to try to do some running activities in them. Try to join a run club. Well, not join a run club, just be a part of a run club so I could just test these. But yeah, I just want to see how they hold up a month, a couple of weeks from now or something. I'll give you guys an update to see if it's worth picking up. Thank you once again for watching this video. I hope I was able to enlighten you and give you a little bit more information of whether this sneaker is for you. but I do highly recommend it. It's a really cool sneaker. It's definitely worth the money in my opinion, and I definitely recommend you guys should cop it. Anyways, thank you once again for watching. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please give me that big thumbs up. Also, if you like sneaker content and lifestyle content, please help your boy out by subscribing to the channel and all my other socials. Okay, I try to change it up on like my videos from different platform to platform, so please show your support. It helps me out so much. Anyways, thank you for making it to this far of the video. I really super appreciate you, and I hope you get lucky. I hope you have a good day. I hope you find some extra money in your pockets. I hope you find the love of your life. I wish you guys all the best, man. I hope you guys somehow get a free pair of sneakers. Somehow, I wish you guys all the best. Anyway, guys, take care, peace, and I'll see you guys in the next one.